What's up, everyone? This is Kenya. I am the creator of all things Loop, and as you should know right now, the Loop stands for Live It, Own It, Obtain It on Purpose. And we're still celebrating 28 days of Black excellence. I am super excited. We are halfway through. I have a little bit more to go, but today, we have Sheridan Davis. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm super excited. I already told you how excited I am for this interview because I've seen your catalogs of books and
Oh,
just like how you have controlled social media. So I'm super excited about this, about this conversation. So let's just get started. Okay, so
okay.
how did you get started in your industry? Writing is my baby. I know it's yours. So tell me, how did you get that passion?
Ooh, that is a great question. So, first of all, thank you for having me. And I
Mm-hmm.
do believe that writing is one of my gifts from
Mm-hmm.
God. Um, I can tell you, you said, how do I get into the industry? That's a bit of a different question for me than
Yeah.
writing. So,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, how I got into the industry is this. So, I am abstaining until marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to run a Twitter account with practical tips and Bible scriptures and things like that dedicated towards abstinence. And I had gained, a little bit of a following or whatever, not much, like, but just a little bit of a following.
Yeah.
And there were some noted people who absolutely did follow me. So,
Mm-hmm.
my father happened to see my Twitter account,
Yeah.
which I was away at college at the time, and I'm saying away, but it was only an hour and a half, y'all.
It
I
was
was,
still away though. It was still
I
away.
was away, away, in college, and my father texted me or he called me and he said, "Don't make the mistakes that I did by giving away all your advice for free. You
Wow.
need to find a way to monetize this." And so I had just done a street team for Tasha Cobbs.
Mm,
And in that street team, I met some incredible people who had already, whether they written books or helped other people write books, etc. And I said, okay, the way that I'm going to monetize this is through a book because I already knew I had the gift of writing.
mhm,
I just had not monetized it yet. And so, on the word of my father, and who is also my bishop,
mhm.
I went ahead and followed that and had no idea. Somebody found a clip, I think it's like a program. I used to be in acting school when I was in middle school or whatever,
Mhm,
and they said in that program, and I had no idea I felt like this. I completely forgot because I don't remember.
mhm,
Anyway, it said that I wanted to be a writer.
mhm.
I don't think
Wow.
that I wanted to be an author per se, because I
Mhm.
didn't know that that was in reach, but
Yeah.
I wanted to do, like, television, films, that type of stuff,
Mhm.
and to know that that's really what God had for me, it blows my mind, so that's
Yeah.
how I got in.
So let's go back to college just a little bit. How long was it before you got the Twitter account into like net and then being an author? Like, what was that time span for you?
I don't remember when Imma just be honest, I did
Okay.
not like college, okay? Imma just be honest.
Be completely honest. That's
I
it.
don't want to deter anybody from going to school, and
Right.
that is God bless you and your journey.
Mhm.
I did not want to go for myself. I
Mhm.
did it because that was what was expected of me.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And so there is a little bit of regret there only
Mhm.
because I just feel like done what I had I done what I wanted to do, okay,
Yes,
I
yes.
even further right now.
Yes.
Regardless, I did my first I started writing my first book my senior year,
Mhm.
and I released it. I literally, okay, so this is something that's about me.
Mhm.
People who watch may know my parents, Apostle Dr. Joseph Davis and Pastor Trina Davis. Now,
Mhm.
I could have very well asked them for the funds
Yeah.
to do this book. I did not want to do that. And
Wow.
to know me is to know that I am never that girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, if this my idea, then I need to pay for it. All right.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I used my school refund check
Wow.
and I funded that book, and God had literally, like, I had enough by the dime because God had people in place that were giving me discounts and like, "Oh, don't worry,
Wow.
I'll do this for you." When God is in it,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it might not be easy, but the way will be made for you.
Yeah.
So I graduated the following week. Um, I had released my book, and I did
Wow.
a conference to release it. So yeah,
Yeah, that's a testimony within itself. Like that's listen, when you talk about you had the money down to the dime,
yeah,
that's a testimony within itself.
yes, it
So
is.
absolutely. What's your definition of black excellence?
Ooh. Ooh,
Did I
come
do
on,
good? Did I do good with that one?
sis. My definition of black excellence
Yes.
is the personification of the hopes and the dreams of the slaves.
Wow.
Being able to go above and beyond what someone died for you to do.
Yeah.
That is black excellence for me. Our ancestors literally could not, it was against the law for them to read and write. And I'm
Hmm.
a writer.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. When
Yeah.
you think about it, this was not that long ago.
Yeah.
Your
Absolutely.
great grandma or great great grandmother was a slave.
Yeah.
So to think we four, maybe five generations out, and
Hmm.
now we are writing books, we on the
Yeah.
media companies, we are doing that
Whatever we wanna do.
is the personification. Of course, there are glass ceilings and barriers, but we're
Yeah.
breaking them down.
Yeah.
And that to me is the personification of what Black excellence is.
Yeah, I love it. I was just talking at with my last interview about how we standing on the soldiers of so many giants. You know, like
Absolutely.
we are standing on so many soldiers, like our great grandparents and our grandmothers. Like I can remember my grandmother talking about like how she couldn't even go into different stores, you know, and that was just my grandmother,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
So we are literally standing on the shoulders of so many great people. So absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, even when I think about it, you're talking about your grandmother. My great grandmother was a preacher. First of
Wow.
all, that would like that is asinine. Like
Mhm.
because in many churches, even some to this day, they
Yeah.
were not allowing women to preach. And she literally, our family was one denomination, and single-handedly, from what I have been taught,
Mhm.
my great grandmother brought Pentecostalism to our
Wow.
family, the
Wow.
speaking in tongues and all that to our
Mhm.
family. So yeah, I for me to now be a fourth generation, at least
Mhm.
fourth generation preacher,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Unheard
blows
of. Yeah, it
it blows
does.
my mind. Yeah.
How do you feel you are contributing to the culture?
Oh, to Black culture.
Yes.
Okay, I believe that it is my hope that I am propelling it forward.
Mhm.
I try to go out of my way to support Black people, Black owned this, Black owned that. It's
Yes.
always my goal. My aesthetic contributes to the culture, whether I
Mhm.
want to or not.
Mhm.
Baby, I'm walking around with this dark skin. You can't confuse who I am.
Fine as ever.
Thank you. These hips are contributing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then even with my hair,
Mhm.
choosing to have locks, choosing to be natural.
Yeah.
And I pray that I get on even larger stages that people can
Yeah.
see that, you can be fabulous with locks and you know what I'm saying? So I try to contribute to the culture by propelling it forward with
Mhm.
positivity. Um, it's always my desire.
Mhm.
I'll say that. That is at the forefront of my mind. All of my characters are Black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Black and from Chicago. So
Yes.
I go out of my way to try to encapsulate our experience into these books and try to push our culture forward.
So let me tell you how I feel like you pushed the culture forward.
Okay.
Okay, so I believe in one way because I've been following you for a very very long time.
Okay.
So one of the ways I just really I love the way you exemplify church and a preacher's kid. Like I
Thank you.
love it. That's one way. And then the second way, I love the church girl, like the books,
Thank you.
just the catalog of books. I've seen you on very much a lot of stages talking about singleness and things like that. So that's unheard of in our generation,
Mhm.
of what you are pushing for.
Thank you.
Everybody thinks that preacher kids is one way, but
Mhm.
I feel that you have brought a new way of thinking about how preachers kids are. So I want to tell you that just because I've been following you for a very long time, and I was very
Oh,
honored to reach out to you and say, I want to do this, and because I feel like that's what you bring to the culture for us. So I
oh
appreciate
my
that.
God.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. You
Let me tell you, like, this is a genuine reaction.
yeah.
Like, I'm just being myself.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when people say things like this to me, I'm literally stunned. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not trying
To be
to
anybody
put
else.
on, like,
Yeah.
I'm just being myself.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Who have you looked up to that defines Black excellence?
Ooh. Ooh, come on, questions.
I tried my best. I tried my
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, you did that. Okay. So, okay, let me get my list together.
Okay.
My parents, number
Mhm.
one. Okay. Jesus the Christ,
Yeah.
huh? He is zero no higher. Okay. And then we got my parents.
Yeah.
I will also say, um, at in the younger generations,
Mhm.
I look up to Ashley Antoinette, who is a
Mm.
writer. She is the way she has been able to build she and her husband are a writing duo.
Wow.
The way they have been able to build an empire off books.
Mhm.
When I tell you I'm so happy for that sister, like,
Yeah.
and I look at her and I'm like, God, I see what you're doing for others.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
so excited. I know you want me to see this with my eyes so I can have it with my hand.
Yes.
So excited for what she's doing. But
Yeah.
anyway, her, Keisha Urban, who is one of my best friends, she is a urban fiction author as well.
Mm.
And Love Belvin. Love Belvin is an awesome Black contemporary Black romance author.
Okay.
Amazing. Outside of that, Coretta Scott King.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Coretta Scott King, Diane Carroll.
Yes.
Read her story, y'all.
Yes.
Okay. Diane Carroll, Michelle Obama.
Yes. You have to put it in there.
Michelle Obama. And I have so many people, but I'm gonna just leave. I'm gonna give two more.
Okay. No fine.
Queen Latifah.
Ah, I love her. I love her.
When read her story, what that woman was able to accomplish with a microphone,
Yeah.
I don't think people give her props
Yeah.
for having the entertainment entity
Mhm.
that she has.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, and another one, Dr. Juanita Bynum.
Ooh.
Yep, Dr. Juanita Bynum. I was
Ooh.
her assistant.
Really?
Yes, and when I tell you the amount of things that now it was not an easy job now, but okay, and they shall know the truth. Okay,
Right. Tell the
it's
truth.
not an easy job. However, the amount of things that I learned under her,
Mm.
the way that that lady is able to bounce back
Mhm.
is insane. So
Yeah.
yeah, those are my people. Of course, I have some men and stuff, but we're gonna talk about Black women. So
Okay. All right. All right. How are you living in your purpose?
okay, well, it sounds like I am living in my purpose because
Yeah.
you were able to pick up on me just being myself, and
Yeah.
that is somehow through the grace of God encouraging to you
Mhm.
and other people. I feel like I learned my purpose pretty early.
Mm.
I know that. Okay, so quick story
Yeah.
with my purpose as far as my purpose is concerned. So when I was a child, I think I was either in second or first or second grade because I remember having on a school uniform.
Mhm.
My grandmother, God rest her soul, was a foster parent.
Mhm.
And so we were at her house. It was my grandmother, myself, probably my sister, and one of her foster sons, and my auntie. This back in the day when people had those 2 or 3 flats and all of them was filled with family.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember those. I remember that.
So my auntie came from upstairs to downstairs to speak to my grandmother, and my grandmama was old school. Get
Mhm.
out the grown folks' face.
You're right.
Go in there and be with kids. Now, mind you, I have never been a child. Like wa- was born in the know. Like
Yeah.
I always was
You seem
mature,
like that. You seem like
right?
that.
I was always mature. So I didn't want to be with kids, but whatever.
Mhm.
So I don't know where my sister was or where any other people were, but I was in the boys' room.
Mhm.
Okay. And so my grandmother's foster son was in there, and he literally began to ask me, do I know how to dance? And I was like, I dance at church.
Mhm.
I'm either first or second grade. I'm like, I only know how to dance at church. Okay.
Mhm.
And he started playing a song over and over and over again. And so he grabbed me by like my school uniform and was trying to pull me onto the bed.
Mhm.
And I knew what was getting ready to happen, but I didn't
Yeah.
know I knew something was catastrophic was about
Yeah.
to happen. And so I'm panicking and I'm tense. And I just told y'all who all was in the house.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, my daddy barges into the room, grabbed me by my hand, and yanks me
Wow.
out of that bed and out of that bedroom. I did not think about this again. You know how you repress memories?
Yeah.
I remember my daddy talking to my grandmother about it or whatever, but I repressed it, I think. So years later, we were at a cousin's sleepover, and I'm going somewhere, I promise y'all. We were at
Okay.
a cousin's sleepover as I was an adult at this time in college.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, y'all, that song that he played came on the radio.
Mhm. And it
And
came
I
back
was
to your
like,
memory.
y'all. And I started telling them what happened to me. And
Mhm.
one by one, all of my cousins was like, oh, he made me do this.
Wow.
He did this. He made me touch there. And so when I got home, I told my daddy, I said, hey, do you remember this day? And my dad started panicking immediately. He said, he
Wow.
didn't touch you, did he? He didn't penetrate. Da, 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 da.
Mhm.
I was like, no, but it was back in the day. Like, you don't have to get panicked now. He said, no, the reason why I'm alarmed is because he died of AIDS.
Wow.
And so, from what I gather in that moment, God was showing me purpose.
Yeah.
Okay. And my purpose on this earth, whether it's through books, whether it's through the preach word, a Facebook post, a
Yeah.
smile, or whatever, my purpose in this earth is God showed me I am the hand that God is using to
Mhm.
snatch people out of rooms.
Wow. That's so good.
He taught me that how my father grabbed me by my hand and snatched me out that bed. That is who God has purposed me to be in this
Mhm.
earth. Sometimes it don't feel good to be that hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have been ridiculed being that
Mhm.
hand. I have been hurt being that hand, but I
Yeah.
know that I'm walking in purpose.
Yeah.
That's my purpose.
Wow. You said a whole lot. You said a whole lot. I can just remember growing up, are so silent about those things that
Yeah.
happened to us when we were younger, like just things that may have occurred. And then we don't even know that there's trauma
Yeah.
that's attached to it. So for you to have that experience, have that experience,
Yeah.
but also understand that there was a purpose lies within that. It says the values, because some of us don't even we don't feel like that. We don't feel like that. We don't understand why
Yeah.
it may have happened or didn't happen or almost happened. So
Hmm.
what you said right there was it was important for us to know that there's purpose in everything, just purpose
Yes.
in everything. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So how can we support you? What's the next steps for you?
Ooh. Okay, so all of my books are, well, except one, I kind of took that one down. But anyway, all of my books are available Amazon.com. Just search
Yeah.
my name, Sheridan, Sheridan S Davis,
Hmm.
on Amazon. They're all there. What can we expect from me, Hunty?
A lie, huh?
I have two books coming up. I am
Yeah.
doing a fashion show this year, so y'all be on the lookout. Follow me
Hmm.
on Facebook and be on the lookout for this fashion show that's coming. Because I'm telling y'all,
It's
I'm
gonna be, yeah.
I'm
I
telling.
believe it. I'm coming. I'm coming too. I'm about to be looking at. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Yes, yes, you gotta come. So yes, I'm releasing two books this year. One
Okay.
of them, I'm doing a fiction story called Illicit Love. Illicit Love. I have been in this fiction black romance vein for a long time.
Hmm.
But at the end of the year, fall winter time,
Hmm.
I'm writing nonfiction.
Wow.
I'm gonna give y'all some of my story. I can't give too much away because I'm really working on this, but
Hmm.
I know God gave me this idea. When y'all see it, that's all I got. When y'all see it, y'all
Yeah.
gonna know exactly what I was talking about. When y'all see, I when the cover comes out, I already know how the response is gonna
Yeah.
be. And God gave me this cover. I'm telling y'all what I know.
Okay.
So y'all be on the lookout. Just follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Sheridan S. Davis. Oh, and YouTube as well.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm super excited. Once I see the actual flyer, whatever drop out the fashion show, I'm be like, I'm there. I
Yes.
am
Come
there.
on. Please.
I am there. So you guys, please go follow, go support. Make sure you go to Amazon, get a book or two or three or four, however
Yes.
you want to. So make sure you do. If you have not, go follow All Things Loops as well. We are still celebrating 28 days of Black excellence. It does not stop. Until next time.